I am very happy having you, dear brothers and sisters and brothers, in these sohbet sessions, discussing some important, current religious subjects, a little scholarly, but not very high academic level, so that we may improve our understanding and our vision of Islam, of Muslims around. I am looking for subjects you may suggest, just to make a list, to plan. When proper time comes, we may spend some session, 1, 2 more sessions on the subjects. Not too individual, but a little bit generally concerned, argued, discussed type of subjects. From my perspective, Madhhabs is one of them. Tasawwuf, vision of Tasawwuf, what is that, is one of them. Maybe Sunnah, Bid'ah, following the Prophet, what that means, what is the meaning, because I understand Wahhabis think different. The people who are calling themselves Salafis, they are think different. In Madhhabs different, in Bid'ah different, in Sunnism following the Prophet different. In our area we have all type of people. Ahlul Sunnah following literally Quran. What are you talking about? Just opposite too. We have community members like that here. So it is important picking up from these subjects to have a vision. This is my presentation. You can ask questions and like that. Because I like a little bit scholarly, I write on the board. Try to give some picture. And we began about Madhhabs. What Madhhab is, earlier we recorded. What Madhhab is, where it comes from, how its origin, Madhhabs, what type of Madhhabs, and I alluded here and there, difference, all Sunni Madhhabs are based on Quran, Kitab and Sunnah, practice of Prophet, and said a few times, I am going to repeat many times, you will see me, to have a really rusukh, established understanding that Sunni Madhhabs all practiced during the time of the Prophet. It is based on the life of Prophet Muhammad. Because he practiced different, nobody must claim taking one part, rejecting other part of the practices of the Prophet. Degrading, rejecting. Nobody has right to do that, to me, to my understanding. Definitely in this type of community where we are multicultural, multi-ethnic, multi-Madhhabs, no Madhhabs, everybody, this vision is needed by all Imams here in America. Imams who don't have this vision must not do function here. Go home. Creates problems. It's happening. Imams are doing. And very rarely Imams have 4 Madhhab, how many Madhhabs I am going to touch, view. Very rarely. Because they are not trained. They are not trained in that Madhhabs. I was not trained in those Madhhabs. here and there a little bit. But here in this mihrab, 25 years, quite a time, after Fajr, الفقه على المذاهب الأربعة, shak. I learned my lesson, I'm learning my lesson. I could not learn fully, but I am student of comparative fiqh. Comparative fiqh is not there, go home, don't vote. Even plain Muslims does not have comparative fiqh vision, he will have problem with the people praying next to him. This is what is happening. It is reflecting on community, sir. Yeah, when you live together, it may reflect either today or next day. This is very important from academic point of view, from theoretical point of view, also from practical point of view, for the soundness of community. This is very, very important from my perspective. I have presented you earlier Aqaidi Madhhabs. I wrote on the board, we recorded Aqaidi Madhhabs, Credo, Aqidah, Credo. Amantu billahi wa malaikati wa kutubihi wa rusulihi. The Ijmali Iman, that related madhabs, different madhabs I presented you. We based on hadith, mal imanu, mal islamu, mal ihsanu. That is very good hadith in this context. So mal imanu, what is iman? And tu'mina billah, I mentioned before, I am summarizing. Then we went a little bit in detail. I said there is Maturidi Madhhab, there is Ash'ari Madhhab, Maturidism, Abu Mansur Maturidi, Abu al-Hasan, Ali al-Ash'ari, Ash'arism. I gave their dates, 333, 324, Hijri dates. This is 4th century of Islam, after the Prophet Muhammad, canonized, codified science, Aqidah Madhhabs. And the one which took offshoot, sprang off, offspring became, sprang out, Mu'tazila. I touched that, Wasil ibn Atta, I gave the date and everything before. Aqidah, Aqaid, big literature, covers, I gave example, covers what? Sifatullah, Asma'ul Husna, Ghayrullah, Ghayrul Zat, Ainul Zat. I touched these terms. I said books, I mentioned books. الفقه الأكبر على الفقه الأكبر لأبي حنيفة أبو حنيفة عقيدة الطحاوي and عقائد النسفية chronological يقول العبد في بدء الأمر. I said that we studied this, we recorded this before, and also we studied this in IQA before. I taught a group of students, they memorized these texts, Risales, and also in Sufi Islamic Seminary we did Arabic text, shak, we studied, and Yawmul Akhirah, Rusul, Anbiya, prophets, their qualities, who could be prophet, who could not be, what is Wahid, what is not Wahid, how many type of Wahids, what is Kitab, what is Sunnah, what is Hadith. I mean, covers in that, from the Aqidah point of view, what is different between Rasul and Nabi? Okay? What is difference? All prophets, all in English we say prophet, but it doesn't fit, neither not to Rasul, not to Nabi. That is creating problem in interfaith meetings. When you say prophet, they understand something else. But we think they are understanding what we mean. They don't understand that because in Christianity, they don't have messenger, Rasul concept, Nabi concept. They don't. They don't, I am telling you. They don't. Like Muslims. No, they don't. They don't. They are using this prophet, the word for today's living people. A pastor, prophet, something like that they are using. Billy Graham was considered prophet by somebody else. Maybe his son, Frank Graham, perhaps he is considering himself prophet. But we don't use that for our today's people. Qabr, Azabul Qabr, Akhirah, Barzakh. Is there Azabul Qabr? What is Su'al? Who is Munkar? What is Nakir? What is Qabr? This is all Aqaidi, I'tiqadi Mazhabs, Ash'ari, Maturidi, Mu'tazili. Then Ba'as. What is Ba'as? Who? What? Same, different, body, different, yes, no. What happens to Ruh after death? Sijjin, Aliyin, Sijjin, what is that? Okay? Kalam. Then Hisab, Yawmul Mahshar, where is it? In this world? Somewhere? Everything will die. What is doomsday? What is Qiyamah? Qiyamat. Doomsday in English. What is Ashrat Sa'ah? Near doomsday. They are all in that category. Then Hisab. What is Jannah, Jahannam? Is Jahannam there today? Existing? Not existing? Is Jannah existing? Not existing today? Where are they? These are all aqaid. Different views. I said just general aqaid. Each aqidah mazhab has details. Too much details about qaza, qadar, taqdir, destiny, changing, freedom, less freedom, no freedom. Are we forced to do, to live? How much we are forced by Allah, coerced? Do we have full freedom? Animals have freedom. Human beings have freedom. Allah is telling us, you pray. Are we free to pray? Do we have choice not to pray or also pray? Is this choice, real option, real freedom, or given, manipulated a little bit? Sorry. If you don't know these subjects, you get confused. May Allah bless you. But these are books, written books, argued, debated. Some side did it this way, some side did it this way, some side did jabber. Force. Full force, less force, mutawassit first. My two silsila teachers, who died both of them outside of the country, sent to exile. Shaykhul Islam Mustafa Sabri, one of them, the other one silsila, the other one, Muhammad Zahid al-Kawsari. They were good friends before. They suffered both, being kicked out from the country, no money, nothing, away from their families, died in miserable life, both in Egypt. But at the end, they respected each other, but they wrote views about each other, against each other, very politely, and almost they died not to speaking with each other in this Jabr issue. Both were top ulamas, top scholars. Because one had this view, the other one had this view. Both of them were strong, knowledgeable. موقف البشر تحت سلطان القدر. He wrote one of them. Position of human being under the authority of Qadar. Book. Name is good enough for you. Just name is good enough. The other one wrote موقف العقل والعلم والعالم عند الله وعباده المرسلين. Fantastic book. Nobody in Dallas, no imam in Dallas, no scholar in Dallas read. I doubt in America. Show me one who read those books. موقف العقل والعلم والعالم, 4 volume. وعباده المرسلين. That is blacklisted book in Turkey. You cannot have it. Out. 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 That book is dangerous. Not in Turkey. Live out, die out, bury out. That book. What is the name? Aql. Aql. Brain, understanding, maqul. Ilm, knowledge. Alam, universe. Position, situation, position of aql, rational role of aql in deen, knowledge, position of knowledge, epistemology in philosophical sense, and universe. According to Allah, according to His messengers, prophets. What book? Read it first. 4 volume, from beginning to the end, then come to me. Big book. Challenging Egyptian anti-Ottoman, anti-Khilafah scholars. Traditionally, Egypt are like that, is like that, was like that. Accommodated English, Arab Bureau, generals, Lawrence of Arabia. In Cairo, had an office, Arab office, to work against Khilafah, divide Arabs, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, other Jordan, divide and rule, and let Ottomans go down. Yeah. So when ulama went there, they challenged, but these 2 alims stood like oak trees, up, did not bend. One of them hungry, died hungry, no money, nothing. World watched. Do you know any alim who has bodyguards, who has driver's license, driver's chauffeur? You don't have. You don't know. I don't. MashaAllah. But you have rich people. You have police chief. I mean, back home speaking. You have sergeants. You have merchant, you have captain. They have drivers, they have cars, they have drivers, but not alims. So, Ummah, why? Of course. What else you expect? This is what happened to them too. But at the end, unfortunately, they died not in good terms with them. Why? Because of this Jabr issue. Human beings are coerced, not coerced, have freedom, not freedom. Is this freedom real freedom, half freedom, full freedom, Jabr mutawassit? A lot of details about aqaidi views. Aqaidi views. These are all discussed in the history of aqaid literature. There are big books. So I touched that. This is aqaid. Then I said, Hanafis, majority of Hanafis are Maturidi Madhhab, Aqidah-wise. Arabs are Shafi'i Madhhab. Ash'ari, not Shafi'i, sorry. Shafi'i, that is correct, but Ash'ari Madhhab. Ash'ari Madhhab, I said before. I am summarizing. I want this to be understood, digested by a few people. I am not sure. I don't know any place in Dallas. I don't know in America. People discuss this type of things too much. I don't think so. I am not sure. I don't follow what others are doing, but I don't feel that there are people who sit and discuss and seriously and learn and study and like that. It's not people's interest. Muslims are not interested in this type of subjects that much. No, they are not interested in that type of subjects. So, but I think this is what I mentioned. Then I also said this Mu'tazila is a lot of freedom side, Wasil bin Ata, and I said Western Orientalist, Western Islamic researchers are very much interested in this Mu'tazila. So you see a lot of Mu'tazila work, Mu'tazila Madhhabs, master program, other program, in Europe, in West. I mentioned some of the magazines, Studia Islamica, very strong magazine. Let me add Oriens. This is published by Helmut Ritter, one of my teachers, died years before. Oriens in West. There is Zeitschrift Vienna, published in Vienna, mainly in German language. This is like 50 years, 60 years, 100 years old. Publication, continuing, type of strong articles. There are Royal Asiatic Organization, Royal Asiatic magazines, magazine. There is Muslim World magazine. What is that? Chaplain program. Hartford Seminary, Boston area. Hartford Seminary. The Muslim World magazine, perhaps 200 years, continuing. Missionaries, two raise missionaries for Muslim lands, established Hartford Seminary. Yes. Now they are raising chaplains, Muslim chaplains program, but before, maybe same time, other programs. So, I visited Buttos village, Larnaca. Father Butto, daughter Butto, Father Butto was not alive, I believe, that time. So in that village, it was Friday, Mohenjo-daro relics, remnants, excavation, very interesting, in that village. There is museum over there. In museum, I saw old scripts read by a Dutch young man, shack, reading these tablets. We did not know nothing. I was very surprised. That young man was there, invited. A part of Sind Through the Centuries program, conference. Anne-Marie Schimmel, big Sufi lady, fantastic, was there. Bertolt Spuler was there, German Orientalist. Great women, Anne-Marie Schimmel. So, over there, Friday, I was going to Juma. Two of the guests, Muslim guests, we were Safari, but we said we were Turkish. My teacher, Rahmatullahi alayh, Ahmed Karahan, Professor Karahan, we went to Juma. When we were going to Juma, there was somebody sitting over there in that village distributing pamphlets, missionary, in that village. Children and were running around. He was giving them in English, in Sindhi, something about Jesus Christ, love of Jesus Christ. There is an organization here. They train missionaries for Muslim countries nearby. Yes, there is an organization, I know. So the Muslim Hartford Seminary had a magazine. 150 years ago, missionaries in Muslim land sent articles published over there. So somebody needs to check all these articles, go back, articles, read, check what happened in your village. Yes, in your village. Who came, what they have done in your village, my village. So these magazines are the source I am mentioning, the important source, the Muslim world. Le Monde Musulman, Islamic world, in France. Magazine. Publish. You see your picture, Ummah's picture in those magazines. I give a lot of importance on what I am talking about. I want to stay a little academic, a little scholarly for future's ummah here. So I am connecting this subject to my subject, Madhhabs, Mu'tazila, Maturidism, Ash'arism, connecting. Now, let me go to Amali Madhhabs. So, I'tiqadi Madhhabs, I think I finished. Now I will go Amali Madhhabs. I said before that Jibril hadith, mal imanu, wrote over there, what is iman? Okay, aqaidi, finished. But second part, mal islamu, what is Islam? The Prophet said. Jibril asked, human form. Prophet said, أن تصلي أن تقيم الصلاة وتؤتي الزكاة وتصوم. That is hadith, okay? Long hadith. That part is amal. In Quran, 1,000 times, 100 times, over 100 times, 1,000 times, amanu wa amalu salihati. Those who did iman, amal. Iman is aqaid. Amilu, amal, action. So amal is connected where, and. So there is a big debate where there could be iman, any iman without any amal. Could iman stay, survive without any amal? Somebody did not pray namaz, did not fast, did not do anything, but still he says, I am mu'min. Is he mu'min or Muslim or not? Can somebody marry him or not? Or her or not? Because is she kafir or not? Big debate. This wow, connecting to, is that connection real like a part of each other? Or just connection of two different things in a sentence could happen. I ate apple and where? Peaches. Peaches is different, apple is different, but both of them eaten together. That's maybe together or different times, but you are saying now to me, I ate them, I don't know when. If I don't ask you, I cannot figure out when you ate what. 1 hour before apple, 1 hour after peaches, or 1 day before, 1 day after. I don't know. Or you ate peaches before, apples after, but you are telling me apples first. In now sentence. Somebody said, give apple and peaches to this person, he died. So we could not ask which one, when. Can we give peaches before? Before? Because this is what he did say. He said, apple first, he said, then after. He said, apple and peaches. So peaches mentioned after and. So can we give peaches before apples? How are you going to interpret this madhabs? Quran is like that. Wow is real tertib or mutlaqul jam'. This is called mutlaqul jam', usul al-fiqh. Just connects two things without before, after, could be before, could be after. But fair, I ate apple, fair, not where, fair. Peaches, fair, tertib. That shows he ate apples before. Then, fair for tertib. Wow, not for tertib. Oh. Prophet did not say, wow is for tertib, not for tertib, fa for tertib. Did not say it. Problem, he passed away, so we are left in the middle. How to interpret. So this is the subject. Amali madhabs. So Amali madhabs, now first one, Malik Al-Mazahib, let me write like that. Al-Mazahib. I explained Mazahib is plural. Al-Amali. Yeah. Amali Mazhabs. If I don't write in English always, you forgive me. You can write Amali Mazhabs. Malik bin Anas. 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 Let me write here Malik bin Anas. This is Maliki Mazhab. Chronological, oldest one, first one. Okay? Now I am writing here dates. Let me write in Arabic. Hijri, 93. Where? I am writing here. Medina. Medina. Born in Medina. $179. Death. Died. Where? In Medina. Maliki Mazhab. First one. Oldest one. Book. Muwatta, better. Muwatta or al-Muwatta. 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 For Malikis, North Africa generally, Maliki Mazhabs, after Quran, first book, Hadith, anything, is Muwatta. Not Bukhari. Not Muslim, not Bukhari. It has English translation and everything. Some say it is first fiqh book, covers hadith, but arranged according to fiqh chapters, fiqh books too. This is Hijri. This is Hijri. Hey. Hijri. A-H, after Hijra. Anno Hejira. Anno Domini. A. A-D. Anno Domini. After Hijra. After Hejira. Okay? H, Hijri. This is first one. Second mazhab, Abu Hanifa Nu'man bin Sabit. الإمام الأعظم Great Imam Abu Hanifa Nu'man bin Thabit Nu'man bin Thabit, that much is enough. So here Hijri had 80 150 was born 80 Hijra. I am writing here Kufa. Kufatun. Here, born Kufa. Here, Baghdad. His grave is in Baghdad. Azamiya. When people are fighting in Baghdad, Azamiya district. Azamiya, his grave, inside the masjid. Very nice, good masjid, clean. Not like Mashhad. I mean, when you go there, be careful where you are stepping inside the masjid, outside of the masjid. People are sitting, jamming, and children and things like that. But fantastic, Azamiya, clean, nice. I hope it is there. Abdul Qadir Gailani's taqiyya is not destroyed, I hope. So, Abu Hanifa Nu'man. Hanafis. Major Hanafi Madhhab is based on that. Born in Kufa, 80, dead, 150, Baghdad. Okay. You forgive me, I will erase this one. Here. I need space. He has, Abu Hanifa has three important students. You write it. Let me not write here. One is Yaqub Abu Yusuf. Abu Yusuf Yaqub. (113) 182 or 92, 182 or 92, born Kufa, died Baghdad. So Abu Yusuf Yaqub, first student of Abu Hanifa. Second student, Imam Muhammad bin, means son, as you know, Al-Hasan. Imam Muhammad ibn Al-Hasan Ash-Shaybani. الشيباني. Born 135, death 189. Born in Wasit, born Wasit, Muhammad ibn Hassan, born Wasit, died in Ray, R-A-Y, Ray. Third student of Abu Hanifa, Imam Zufar. Born Hijri 115, died 158. Basra. Death is Basra. Birthplace is not known. Okay, now this is Abu Hanifa, his students. Now I need to rush to wrap up. Third Madhhab. Muhammad bin Idris الشافعي. Muhammad ibn Idris al-Shafi'i. Muhammad, short form, bin Idris al-Shafi'i. في عي. Okay? Here, 150. Born. Abu Hanifa died, same year, or perhaps same day, was born. Died 204. Islamic date. Hijri. Asqalan. Birthplace is Asqalan, a place. Death place is Qahira. Okay. Now I am going to erase. Mainly Arab brothers are Malikis. I mean, Middle East, Egypt, Arabs are, Shafi'is. He died in Cairo. So North Africa, Maliki, Arabs and others, Middle East, Arabs, and Egypt, Shafi'i, and non-Arabs of Ottoman, Europe, Romania, Central Asia, Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, Hanefis. Indonesia, Shafi'i. Malaysia, Shafi'i. Less Hanefi over there. Less Hanefi. So, now I will erase this one. Last four one. Last four. Fourth Madhhab. Fourth. Ahmad bin Hanbal. Hanbali Madhhab. Ahmad bin Hanbal. So, let me write here 164 born, 241. Death. Baghdad. Born in Baghdad, died in Baghdad. Okay. Let me wrap in a few words. This is the answer of al-mazahib al-amaliya, amali mazhabs, mal-islamu, practices, transaction, muamalat, actions, wa'amilu salihati, part of Quran. So, 4 mazhabs. I am repeating myself. There were, during the time of Prophet Muhammad, different views, 23 years period, different practices. All these mazhabs, after his death, they checked, they understood, the way they understood, and people followed them. Mazhabs developed sociologically. Perhaps none of them said we are establishing mazhab. None of them is aware of their being mazhabs, except if they are informed in their ruh, alamul arwah, they know something I don't know. But none of them. There were hundreds of differences of views during the time of Prophet and Khulafa Rashidin time, Sahab time, different practices, Abu Bakr different, Umar different, Osman different. So, interpretation thereof by ulama was a little different, because they are born differently, conditions were differently, so it developed sociologically, facts, different mazhabs. At the beginning there were hundreds of mazhabs, small, Awza'i, Sufyani, the others. But they have been integrated to other mazhabs. 4 mazhabs developed. I touched earlier, there are batil mazhabs, haq mazhabs. Introduction. There are Shia mazhabs, Sunni mazhabs. I touched before. So we are discussing Sunni amali mazhabs, not batil or dalal or rejected mazhabs. Ummah, jamahir, ulama, scholars in the history agreed that these four madhabs are haq madhabs, correct madhabs, following Kitab and Sunnah. Different understanding, yes. I am repeating. These madhabs are based on Quran, on Kitab, on practice of Prophet Muhammad. Sunnah. Each madhab named after these big scholars, but Hanafi, Shafi'i, Maliki, Hanbali named, but each one has thousands and millions of scholars from that day up to this day, developed. They did not have one book. Abu Hanifa did not have a copy of Quran. Shafi'i did not have a copy of Quran, a copy of a Hadith book. Bukhari was not there, Muslim was not there. Muwatta they did not have. I doubt Imam Malik himself had a copy of Muwatta. Himself. I mean book. Only book. I doubt. Early written books, book form. Quran was very rare to have a copy, full copy. They were memorized. They were in memory, yes, but not in book. There was no fiqh book. But now we have tafsir, hadith, fiqh books, too many. All after. So they studied whatever they knew, discussed and things like that, notes and everything. Then Abu Hanifa taught to his students, 3 of them. They took note, Abu Hanifa's. There are 6, 7 books, isnad to Abu Hanifa. So Shafi was student of Abu Hanifa's 2 students. Shafi is new. Is there a Shafi madhab independent or not could be discussed. One can claim no independent Shafi madhab. Why? He is student of Abu Hanifa's 2 students. Who he is to establish a new difference. These 2 students of Abu Hanifa opposing their teachers, Abu Hanifa, in many places. So Shafi is a little different version of Hanafism. Why not? Scholarly study. We are not Mahalla, this is not Mahalla, coffee house of Mahalla. Scholarly. Study Abu Hanifa's book. Study Imam Shafi's al-Risala. Then come to me, show the differences. Today. How much difference? 90%? 10%? 15%? Or almost they are the same. What do you call independent madhab? What do you call no madhab? It's not a joke. Speak scholarly. Show me the line. Show me the book. So I need to finish. I think next week we will continue on the subject a little more. Then we will go to another subject, preferably tasawwuf.